Hi everyone, it's Luann, and I'm here with I'm going to try to make this a quick tutorial, but I do have another flower tutorial, and this flower tutorial is using seam binding. I'm using seam binding and strips of satin that I've just had lying around, and I'm not going to do anything with them. So really quickly, because I really need to get to the tutorial part because my battery is about to go kaput, these are the flowers that I've been making. This is seam binding, that one's also seam binding, and this one and this one are done with seam binding. These two are done with my satin strips. Whoops, this way. With satin strips, and I absolutely love the way they came out. So all you're going to need is needle and thread, and I have a piece of thread stuck on my tongue. It's the fray of this stuff. And okay, so needle and thread and a large corsage pin. You can absolutely do it with just needle and thread. I haven't tried it that way, and I find that this is the easier way of doing it because of the long pin. So I have that, and I have my 24 inches of seam binding. We're going to make this smaller flower. So let's get started. Okay, I'm already a minute in, and my battery's going to go dying. I hope not. So you're going to grab it by the end, and you're going to twist several times, and then you're going to fold it over. Okay, so you're going to grab it by the end, close to the end, twist, and then fold it over. You grab your stick pin, and you're going to put it through your seam binding, and make sure that the needle goes through the twist that you made in the back. And you want it to go through the twist because going through the twist will stop it from unraveling. And why am I having a really hard time with it now? I wasn't before. Okay, so you go through the twist. You're going to pull up your seam binding halfway through your stick pin, and actually my stick pin measures about 3 inches. So halfway up, you're going to, this is my non-dominant hand and my dominant hand, you're going to hold it with your ring finger, and you're going to wrap the stick pin around the seam binding once, and then you're going to go through the seam binding in the center. Then you're going to pull through, and that is going to create your first petal. And you're going to bring it back down, the bottom piece halfway down, and you do it again, loop, and through. Whoa, okay, that did not become undone. And that is your next petal. And you're just going to keep doing that a couple more times. There's my next one. And just one more. Like that. You can do it less if you want. I find that 4 gives it that initial fluff. And then after that, you're going to gather a bit more seam binding, and from now until the end of the seam binding, as you put your needle through, you're going to gather a little bit more seam binding, and I'll show you what I mean right now. And you're going to go around your seam binding, and instead of going through the center, I'm going to grab another bit of seam binding. So that will make my larger petal, which is this one right here that I've just made. So you're just going to keep doing that, and every little bit, or every time, you grab just a little bit more to give yourself another petal, like that. And actually, I think for this last one I need to grab a little bit more. So there's that one. I'm just going to keep going, grab a little bit more, like that. See how the flower's coming along? Grab a little bit more. This is really such a cute flower. And this is probably going to be my last one. So maybe you need less than 24 inches. Okay, so that's it. That's my flower right there. Perfectly done. And I think actually, yeah, I can get one more. There we go. So that is it. That is how you make your flower. Super stinking easy. Like that. So what you're going to do now is you're going to hold, this is how I'm holding it in the back. My stick pin is between my 2 fingers here. And then with my thumb, I'm holding down the center. I'm making sure that when I pull out my stick pin, it does not unravel. So you hold it there, pull out your stick pin, and you grab your needle and thread, and you're going to go in through the back, in the center. Make sure you don't poke your finger. And you want to make sure you go through the center. You don't want to go off center, especially if you're going to use a flower center. You don't want the string to show, or the thread to show. So you go through. With these, I just go in and out twice. So there's that one. Move over like a millimeter or two, and then go right back through the back, or to the back. Like that. Whoa, that was a flying needle. And you turn this over, and you just pull it tight. And then we finish it off. Put your needle through and out. And don't pull it all the way through. Go in through the loop and just pull it, and that'll create a knot. So again, you go in, and right before you pull all the way, go in through that little loop and then make a knot. So that is this flower right here. Really cute, right? And if you actually had your seam binding all crinkled, it would, oh my gosh, I think it would be a lot cuter and so much more fluffier. So that's this one. So now I'm going to quickly show you how to make the satin one. And for the satin one, whoa, run away. For the satin one, you're going to need 1-inch strip of fabric, and I'm actually going to be using a yard of it. So that is this one here. I'm going to cut it down. Actually, you might need less than a yard, but you know, it depends on how you gather. Oh my goodness, battery, don't die on me yet. Okay, so here it is. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to twist, and then you're going to fold it back and grab your stick pin, and instead of getting it on the edge, you're going to go in about 1/4 of an inch, and you're going to go in through the little tail on the inside. And if you want, you can actually get this little tail and put it through your needle again to make sure it doesn't flop around. Okay, so you're basically going to do the same thing. But with the satin, because it's thicker, you have to gather a little bit more lace to start off. Or not lace, fabric. So I'm going to go around and just get a little bit more than what I normally would. Oh my gosh, I'm such a liar. Not yet. You need less, like you did with... See? Trial and error. Why did I do that? Okay, no, you do need less. Okay, there we go. There we go. So there's that one, and you go again halfway through, and you get half. Put it through the center, and do that. And just kind of keep going. Like that. See, this one is a little bit too wide, but that's okay. And then now you're just going to grab a little bit more satin. See? And again, all of your flowers, they're not going to look the same. They will all look different, depending on how much fabric you gather. There's that one. And I'm going to go around again. There's that one right there. I feel like I need another one right there. We go, right there. And that is your flower right there. See how cute that is? And again, because the satin phrase, that would be so cute with like a lace rosette on the bottom. But these are the satin flowers. Aren't they cute? They came out really great, and they all look different. So there you go. That is my tutorial. Sorry, that last bit of it, I tried to go a little bit quickly because my battery is about to die. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys have any questions, comments, just post them below. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.